What's up, you fools? Mad ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. We are back with the 2020 ESC United expert panel, and we are here to discuss the songs that were submitted for Eurovision 2020. I am not doing this alone. As always, I got my team here. It's Roy, Melanie, and Connor, and we are taking apart France today. Tom Leeb with You Are the Best in Me. Well, actually, I live in the past because they just changed that to Mon alliée. My French. Excuse my French, actually. So anyway, we are here to share our thoughts and our points, and at the very end, we'll give the overall team score. So let's dive right into it. Let's talk about it. No time wasted. How do we feel about the song, and maybe give some good insight into our thinking. And Connor, the floor is all yours. How do you feel about the French song?
So, at the very beginning, I actually was kind of on the I really hate this train, because I remember when it came out, the Twitter fandom was really harsh on this entry, and I would say that I probably felt similarly. I felt like there was this big showboat that we're going to cancel the national final and we're going to go internal again, and we've just got this amazing thing, and that's kind of what they put out. But now that we've had a little bit of a revamped version of it, where they kind of stripped back a lot of the showiness of the original version and then flipped it back to more French, which was my biggest issue with the original. I just feel like it was a little bit too pandering to the English crowd, and I do appreciate a nice Parisian French kind of entry for Eurovision. I actually kind of like the revamp more than the original. It's more atmospheric, it's more warm, and I think it's slightly more authentic to who Tom is as an artist. So I'm appreciative of the fact that they did a revamp. I think it's extremely awkward that it came out when it came out because of the placement of everything, and I think it's awkward that they're releasing continuous videos of this, but I'm glad that this song changed, and it changed for the better.
Okay, so I think those are really good comments. I cannot wait to share mine, but I promised Roy that he gets to go second. So, Roy, tell us your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree a bit with Connor here that the initial version just didn't work out at all for me. I thought it was just very bland, very basic song, and they presented it on the Eiffel Tower like it was the best song in the world, like anything better than they've ever had before. And it totally was not that for me. It was like just a song that was there and that I'd usually just kind of skip. Yeah, I don't know. It just never really worked for me. But when the French version came out, I think it was really good that it stripped back a few elements of the song. They really made it a bit more of an acoustic experience, and I think that really did it justice, or like it made it a bit better than what it was. Would it have done better at Eurovision? I think it would still be a very good candidate to be the 26th place in the grand final, but oh well, that's all about that.
I guess baby steps for Roy here. How about you, Melanie?
So I think I'm on the same train as the rest of the guys. The song wasn't something, it's like, do you know the talent show Winner-Song Syndrome? Like, you have some new artists and you give them just a mediocre ballad song because the artist hasn't got any style or hasn't any yes, they just give a random song to Tom Leeb, and it just make me angry because the song, it was bland, it was boring, it just didn't do anything with me. And then he revamped it, and I like it more, but I already was a little bit frustrated about it. Because why, Tom, why did you decide to go with the first version when the revamped version could be your first version? Why didn't you do anything with the song when you got it? Of the people from France, I'm like, why, Tom? Why? Why? And just that question stays with me when I'm listening to the revamped version. So yeah, the revamped version is better, but Tom, you had have it done with the first version. You just didn't have to bring that first version out. Tom, why?
Don't lie.
Why?
So basically, Melanie's message is too little, too late.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will probably most side with actually Connor here on this one. But you made a really good point, Connor, about it was very interesting when this video was released because it was posted afterwards that we're not going to have Eurovision, right? But I actually appreciate it because the least they can do, at least give that the artist the extra exposure and at least that kind of platform. So I applauded that. And I will say, actually, it is significantly better. And I want to say this is probably the best revamped effort at Eurovision to me since 2013, when Belgium really switched it up. Now, the song itself, Melly made the point, it's to me, it always sounds like an outdated Disney ballad. And but the orchestration and of the arrangement of the original version was painful. It was so like, oh my God, what were they thinking? It's like, this is going to be awesome, but they put very little thought into it, it felt. And the English lyrics were dreadful to me. I just couldn't stand it. But sure enough, then they come back with this new version. And the new version to me is exactly what it needed. It fits Tom's voice and style. It has a lot more character and personality. The original one sounded like really like a 2005 UK X Factor winning song. You know, the schmaltzy, like, oh my God, you know, it's just not for me. So a major improvement in my view, and it is no longer on my, oh my God, I desperately want to skip the song list, right? I just like, now it's on, and I listened to it, and I enjoy it for what it is. Is it the best song? No. But it's good. So those are our thoughts. Now, the four of us will get to share our points. We gave it between 10 to 1, 10 being yay, and 1 being so, and then we'll share the team score. So, Connor, what's your score, and why did you give it that?
So I actually bumped up my score when the revamp kind of came out. It was originally at a 7.5. I bumped it up to an 8 because the improvement's not that amazing. I think that it could have kind of what Melanie said. I think that could have been the first version and they could have pushed it a little bit further. But I think that this is a good entry. I think that this had a lot of potential at Eurovision with the live staging and potential like vocal pieces. This just wasn't the standout song, so I couldn't really justify a higher score.
It's pretty high already, so I don't think you should have to justify it either. So, I don't know if the rest of us will be as kind, but we'll find out. Roy, what's your score?
Oh God, you immediately went to me, of course.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it just never clicked with me, and I don't think it will ever click with me. It just feels like all of the other songs went forward in times and invented new things, and this just stayed where it was, or maybe even took a few steps back. And yeah, I don't think it is good enough for doing well at Eurovision, so I only gave it a 4.
Oh dear. All right, Melanie, what's your score?
So as I said, it's just a cliche, predictable ballad. We heard it all before. Tom, Leeb, please come back next year with another song because your voice is amazing. So for your voice, you still get a 3 from me.
That is something. So as far as I'm gonna be actually a little bit surprising myself because I knew I'm gonna bring it up a little, the score, because initially I think I had it like at a 3.5 or 4. And it became really a song that was like, I cannot listen to it. Like, it's a skip song to like, I'm kind of glad when it's on because it added like the cello and the it's just, it has really pretty moments and I actually enjoy them. So to me, it has become something, there's so many qualities to the song that I actually enjoy, even though there's a lot of cliche to it. I will give it from a 3.5 or 4, it went to a 6.5 for me. So it went up a lot. And that's why I said it's one of the biggest improvements I've seen in a very long time when it comes to revamps at Eurovision. And I was slightly surprised myself because it was definitely in my bottom 3. And now it's probably in my top 30. Which again, is not like maybe that impressive, but it is, considering where it was before, not that bad. So those are our 4 scores. So we're going to add them all. And the rest of the ESC United team, so this will not just be an average for the 4 of us, but are you guys ready to get the final score for France from ESC United? The final score is 4.01.
Oh, God.
That, I want you, exactly. So before I even ask you for your thoughts, just as a comparison, last year when we did the panel, the lowest score, the 41st place, received 4.4 points. So France, again, has 4.01. Roy?
Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, to me, it's not surprising. I don't think it is outstanding in any way. And I think a lot of people feel the same about it. Kind of surprised that some people even love it as much as they do, maybe. But credit to everyone that does like it, and like your choice is your choice. But not surprised that the score is like so low, and it's quite close to what I gave it. So not surprising to me.
Are you surprised, Connor, that it's that low though, or giving that you were the kindest one out of us, or?
Now, I knew that I was going to be the kinder person because I know that I have a soft spot for the Big Five songs, as we saw last year with Germany. I thought that this was going to be closer to a 5, maybe a 5.5. So we're not too far off where I expected, but that is a little bit low. I guess not enough people appreciated the revamp.
No, I guess we gave him the chance to change it. Not as many people as I thought. As a matter of fact, since it was a very new version, everyone was allowed to revote. Several people downgraded, actually, the revamp, which was very surprising to me. I thought it could only go up, but clearly I was wrong. I was shocked about the 4.01. Not that I was shocked it scored low, but that low? I'm like, oh dear. So, is France fighting for the last place in the ESC United jury? We'll find out soon enough. For now, take a look at the current scoreboard. Right there. So, of course, there are more to come, so make sure to check back. The most important thing is to subscribe to this channel and like it, and don't dislike the video. If you do it, it still counts, but I prefer likes. And we gotta move on to the next video. So thank you for watching and have a good day. Bye-bye, everybody. Wave.